Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Go sit down. Yeah, you go sit down. Go sit down. Cause I always like the baby. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is gonna be my first story time. So let me guys know if you guys interested, and I would zoom more because my life is kind of hectic. It's not perfect, it's not crazy, but it's just, you know what I'm saying. But I'm trying to do this video while my son's up, and he would be one. So if you hear any noise, then that is him. Okay, so this story was about, I would say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I was 18 at the time. Yes, I was 18. I was 18. Yep, 18. I'm just kidding. Okay, so at the time I was 18, and as you guys could tell about the title, when my first car got shot at. Yes. Now, let me just say something real clearly. I'm not going to get nobody real names out, and let me just say it wasn't intentionally to shoot me. I was at the wrong people. I was with the wrong people at the wrong goddamn time. You feel me? All right. So, if you guys really don't know me, I'm a Cali girl, and I really I'm not really into like that gang banging life that, wanna, a lot of times hood niggas attract me, but I'm not really into that. Oh, I know what gang this is. I know what street not to go on, what street to go on, who not to hang with, who to hang with. I'm a cool ass person, and I feel if I have a car, you need a ride, you give me gas. Even if I have gas at the time, I'm gonna take you. Just by me knowing you and being that nice person. Okay, you feel me? So at the time, it was my little cousin prom. So this was during the summertime. It was his prom, and at the time I was dating his friend, meaning like talking to, not in a relationship, we're just talking to, dating. I was dating his friend. So this was my close cousins, and it was his close homies. So of course he was going to the prom, at the prom, the champagne party. So he asked was I'm going. I'm like, yeah, I'm going. I was going by myself, and he asked if he could ride. I said sure, we could go together. So when I got there, he had a friend with him, and I'm like, okay, your friend could come too, but I thought it was just gonna be me and you type of thing. But his friend came too, which was no problem. I'm not a person that say, no, you can't get into my car, it's just supposed to be me and him. So his friend came with him, so he know my side of family, and I know my side of family, obviously. So when we got there, we wasn't really like together. So he was with my other cousins, I was with my family, I was with my daddy, hanging with my brothers, hanging with my aunties, drinking, eating. I was just everywhere. So long story short, my cousins went off to prom. Like normally when the prom dates leave to go in limo, normally everybody started leaving. So I already ate and everything. So I asked them, okay, you ready to go? He was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. You think you could take the homies home? At the time, I'm like, who's the homies? I knew the homies because I'm very like, I'm not gonna say popular, but I know a lot of people from where I grew up from. So I knew them, but I really was like, okay, I'm not gonna go way on the creation. If I'm going this way, I'm not gonna go that way. I don't care if nobody give me gas money or not. I'm not gonna make a double trip. So at the time, I know my car was packed, so I know 3-seaters in the back seat. So I know it was 3 people, 3 guys in the back seat. One in the passenger seat, which the guy I was talking to, and obviously I was driving my own car. So at the time, they told me their destination, where they need to go. So it was very local where I was going, because at the time I was going to his house. The person I was dating at the time, I was going to his house to chill with him. So it was like in the same area. So I'm like, sure, why not? You feel me? So as I'm going to the destination, I'm on this street. I'm parked in the middle of the street, but close to the side with my hazards on, letting them out. So, you know, boys, when they let their homies out, they like to chop it up for a little bit and blah, blah, blah. So, one is on this side by me telling me, thank you for the ride. The other one's on that side talking to him, asking what he was finna do. But they was finna go to a party, but they was getting dropped off at somebody else's house. So, they was going to a party, but he came with me because, you know, we was dating at the time. And there was other homies getting out the car. So, let me just say, they was chit-chatting for a while, so I was like, okay, come on, we need to go. Notice we on the street that I wasn't supposed to be on, but I didn't know that. Like, I really did. I never even seen the street before. I always drove past it, but I never been on the street before. I didn't know not to be on the street, not to be with this person. I didn't know nothing. So at the time, a car pulled up. The guy who was standing right here by me, my driver's side, asked the guy, where are you from? I'm thinking in my head like, oh my gosh. At the time, I wasn't thinking about guns was going to be involved. I was thinking about they was going to start fighting. So my car was still running at the time. At the time, I was thinking I should have just sped off. Why I didn't take off? Why is I'm still sitting here looking at this nonsense that's, I don't know what finna happen. But I was just so in shock. So I'm just sitting there looking at the guys. I just remember it was some dark-skinned guys. That's all I remember. That's all I'm gonna say. So the guys put up and asked the other guy that was by me. I was sitting in the car at the time. The guy was outside my window, like leaning in the car. He turned around. The guy was like, so where you from? He said where he was from. The guy was like, oh, so your name is Woo Woo Woo? He said, yeah, that's my name. After that, I blacked out. I just heard 2 fire shots. Boom, boom. And everybody got in my car, ran behind the other tree. I'm just sitting in my car like, what the fuck? But at the time, I sat in my car for like 1 second, then I got out and climbed over the passenger side, got out the car and was heading behind that car. My car was still on, and I got out my car and ran out instead of speeding off. But at the time, wasn't thinking. I never been in this predicament. I'm just thinking like, I need to survive. I might need to get shot. So his homie's running out the car. I'm like, hell no, fuck this shit. I just got shot at. I'm finna to go. Nobody's getting in this car but you. So you need to get in here and let's go and stop worrying about your homies. So he's like worrying about me, seems I'm okay, but at the same time he's saying if his homies was okay, which was perfectly fine, you know, they're your homies. But let me tell you something. If you have a gun on you and if you're a gangbanger and if some gang's shooting at you, why are you not shooting back? Why are you hiding behind a tree and then waiting for the car to speed off to shoot back? It's just stupid, but hey. So the car sped off, whatever. So only person got back in my car was him and his cousin. We was going to drop his cousin off. So as we driving, I parked on some back street just to see my car was okay. And I didn't think it was bullets in my car. So I got out the car. His cousin's like, it's 2 bullets. I'm like, in my car? It was 2 bullets in my side. If it would have went a little higher, it would have went through me and I would have got hit. But it was like real low, like low in my driving side. It was 2 of them. At the time, it was a bullet still in there. I had on long nails, so I took the bullet out. My dad said I should have never touched it, but hey, I took it out. And at the time, I'm just like, I'm 18, living in my mom's house. How the fuck I'm going to explain this to my mommy and my dad? It ain't no way I can hide it. I don't have money like that to just go get it fixed the next morning. So I'm like, how is I going to get it fixed? Everything was just going through my head, but I was so retarded. I still wanted to hang with the guy. We were still supposed to hang out that night. Instead, we went to his house. We stayed parked outside his house and was talking, but I really didn't feel safe because I was paranoid. I kept looking at rearview mirrors because you never know if the car followed me or the car was pulling up. So I'm like, I don't feel safe. You just go in the house. I'm finna go home. I will call you when I make it home safe. At the time I'm driving home, I should have been calling my daddy because I was scared and paranoid. Like, okay, what if this car follow me? What if this car pull up on the side of me? And I'm just a victim and, you know, I wouldn't know what to think. So as I'm pulling up to my apartment building, guess who's standing there? My child father. Although we're not together, he still have my back. Anything go down, whether it was just with me, if it was his daughter, he still have my back. And that's what I still love about him. He's always still there if I'm in trouble or if anything. Somehow it got back to him. I guess he and my baby daddy's very, very popular. So it got back to him. I'm pulling up to my apartment building, him and his brother standing there looking mad. I'm like, first thing he said, why you didn't call me or tell me? But I'm like, at the time, I didn't even call my own daddy. So at the time, I'm just thinking like, my daddy's in my house. What is I'm going to say to him? Because I know his reaction. I went in the back because at my old apartment, it was like you had to drive and park in the back and walk up to my door. So as I'm walking in, my heart just beating. I know I wasn't going to get a whooping, but I just didn't know the reaction. I didn't know if my mom was going to take my car. But she really couldn't because I was paying car note. But it was just like, I didn't know their reaction. So I told my daddy. I told my brother actually. And my brother told my daddy. And I walked in the room with my mom and dad room. And it was just like, right in telling me. He took my keys, went to the car to go see my car and came back. And he wasn't really crying. But I could tell a tear wanted to let down. But he's so strong that a tear didn't fall. He just was saying, what if I would have lost you? And what if you would have never would have been able to walk in this door again? Next time something happened like that, you need to call me immediately and go to the next street and stay parked because they could have followed you home. So at the time, I was still young. I'm 21 now, finna turn 22. So I'm blessed to still be here. But that was my story time. What I got to tell you guys is make sure whoever you let in your car, you know that person and you know what gang they from and you know what street you going on. You know what street you're going on. You know what neighborhood you finna go through. Just know all them things before you let somebody in your car, because it could have went the other way, but God was looking over me, and I'm just glad it just was my car that got hit and not me. So that was my story time to you guys. It was very interesting. It was a short story. So, and if you guys wondering, I never ever got them bullet holes fixed. I tried to. They said it was $2,000. So I'm like, hell no. That car I end up letting that car go. That car gone. So I'm just waiting to get my other car next month. So that was my story time. I thought that was very interesting to share with you guys. Let me know if you guys like this story time, if you guys want more, because I got tons of stories. So let me know what you guys think. Please comment, subscribe, rate, share this video, and thumbs it up.